Author J.K. Rowling wrote, "Family is a life jacket in the stormy sea of life." Foster care provides a safe, temporary living situation for children whose parents cannot take care of them. While rewarding, being a foster parent isn't easy. But a mom in Racine County is heeding the message of a new foster care campaign that encourages individuals to do it anyway. Michelle Fiore shares her story in today's Sunday Morning Spotlight.
You guys already washed your hands, right?
It's lunchtime at the Singh home.
Let's see here. This is Giselle's macaroni and cheese.
That's Mom, her daughter Giselle, and a sweet 6-year-old whose name we can't share.
So you look like me.
I look like you?
Yeah.
Like what? The first day you look at this child, just you're sad, They come to you and you want to cry, because their background, what happened, their past, and how they ended up with me.
For 2 years now, Cecile Singh's been privy to a lot of sad stories, shared in confidence in her 2-bedroom Racine apartment.
They realize I don't judge. I've had some that just tell me their dislikes, what they've been through, what drugs they're on, give them a towel, toothbrush, everything. And I'm like, I show them the room, and they're like, "This is gonna be my room?" I said, "Yes." And they give me that look, like, wow, I don't have to share. Then within 3-4 days, you just start noticing, the true personalities come out. I'm like, uh-oh.
The single mom felt a calling, so she started sharing her bedroom with Giselle and offering her second bedroom to children in need. Fostering a child can last days to months to years. This spunky 6-year-old's the 6th child Singh's had in her home since 2021.
Went to the store, and I wasn't expecting a 6-year-old to say, "Well, why are you paying for everything? Aren't we supposed to steal?"
It's like soap.
Heartbreaking, but at the same time inspiring, knowing her loving care could change the trajectory of a child's life.
Little things with her was we putting lotion on her. She's like, "What's this?" I'm cutting her nail, everything was like, What was really sad was that first night when I laid her down to bed. She's like, "Please don't ever leave me." Purple grapes. Carrots.
I'm gonna make pizza.
These are good days, but Singh's had her share of bad ones too. One teen took the car keys and took off in the middle of the night.
I just had this shock look on my face. I'm like, "So you mean you took my car?" And she said, "Well, Mr. Seal, I had my seatbelt on. I drove slow, but I did smoke all kinds of stuff, picked up a few friends." And I'm like, "But it's my car, and you took it without permission. You don't even have a permit." So she was upset at me.
Racine County Youth and Family Services tells new foster families in full disclosure, it won't be easy.
They are entering care, bringing with them a multitude of traumas they've experienced in their lives, and somebody who can have the patience and the resiliency to assist that kid and see that through is of significant advantage.
Steve Bedwell's the manager and says Racine County right now is overseeing 145 out-of-home placements, a 30% increase from the 110 they had in October of 2022. Finding homes for all those kids isn't easy. Bedwell says the increase in foster parents hasn't grown at the same rate, so Racine County has a new campaign called Do It Anyway.
We've had kids in Tennessee and North Carolina. That's miles away from the Racine County community. And that just takes on a devastating toll to the family, to our ability to get that kid back, to our ability to quickly get that kid back. And it's an added stress on the taxpayer. The cost of housing a kid outside of our state is an added stress on the taxpayers and our system. And it reduces the resources we have available to do supportive work in our community.
We met one couple who walked through these doors over 4 months ago and said, "We know it won't be easy, but we want to do it anyway."
We know it's not going to be easy, but decided that it was the right decision for us.
For the longest time, we didn't want to have a family, just the two of us. And then we decided to try and have a family. And it just can't work for us.
The current new slogan that Racine County is using, "Do It Anyways," is, I think, really resonates with me, with us, because, again, we know this is not going to be an easy road.
The process starts online, answering questions. There are in-person interviews like this one, and classes too. At this point, all that's left for Eric and Nicole Hess is a certificate from the state. For now, they're qualified to do respite care for foster parents and had their first experience with that last month.
I was nervous, but things went really well, and yeah.
Turns out it was respite care for Cecile Singh, a weekend break for Singh to take care of herself.
With me, I also was diagnosed with thyroid cancer last year, July.
Oh my gosh.
And then on top of that, I have since I was 8, I've had seizures.
But she's determined to not let cancer get in the way of being mom to Giselle and Miss Cecile to the young ladies who walk through her door.
Yes, all the teenagers, almost all 5 I've had, it's 3, 4 in the morning, you get that phone call. So you kind of tidy up a little bit, make sure everything is set.
The county's a good resource for foster families.
We will devote all of our attention and efforts to make sure it's successful, to help everybody out through that process, because we want a successful outcome. We have a child to heal and to put them on the right path, to reunify them with their family.
Reunification is the ultimate goal.
There was one who, when she left, I was teary-eyed. 13, she was a prostitute at 13. So, all you can do is go to bed at night, but, inside you're sad. You just cry.
Singh says this 6-year-old's come a long way since February, learning how to count to 100, finally becoming potty trained, and maybe most importantly, feeling the love that even a small family can give.
When I drive and look in the rear view, they both hold their hands and, so then they both have the purple scrunchie, sunglasses, water bottles, everywhere they go. It's but that's the hardest part, is like, you don't know when. It's like, as long as they have family willing to take them back or take them in, they are eventually gonna go. You dread that day,